Hello, everyone. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is another episode of the eCom Sellers podcast. I have with me my co-host, my partner in crime,
Kelly's eCom on board.
and Kelly and I come to you every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for the e-commerce news, tips, and more. Today, we're going to be talking about live selling platforms, something that both of us don't know a lot about. But we're going to talk about it because as we get closer and closer to Q4, and as we get closer and closer to that place where we're like, oh, we need some extra cash, some more money, we can start selling our death piles on other platforms, maybe that we hadn't thought about. We can start selling maybe some inventory, some old inventory that's just been sitting around, or maybe something that's not moving on certain platforms. We can start selling on other platforms. So we just want you to know that there are other platforms in which you can sell your products. And we want to talk about a couple of them. Now, I'm not going to say we don't know anything about them. We know a little bit about them, but some of them, some of them I had not ever heard of, but some of them, quite a few of them I have. So in any case, I hope you'll stick around after we go through the e-commerce news. Then we'll segue over to the tips and we'll wrap it up. So, if you are not currently a subscriber of Ecom Sellers Podcast, we invite you to subscribe to our podcast. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the Ecom Sellers Podcast so you can get the updates and notifications whenever we are going live or whenever we are sharing an update on what's happening in the e-commerce space. So, with that, Miss Kelly, how's it been going?
It's been all right. Just a lot of stuff with work going on, and my son and daughter-in-law, they're fixing to move from where they live now to uh closer to us. So we're trying to get everyone off of work so that everyone can be able to help out with the move. So
Oh,
we only have to make one big trip.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah. Trying to get people to help out with moves is a lot of work. That's a lot.
Hmm.
Well, good luck on that transition. Congratulations to them on the move. Uh,
Yeah. Be nice to have them closer.
yeah, I'm
But
sure.
my daughter-in-law's already, we can have game nights and, and family dinners. I'm like, oh goodness, I don't know if I can have the energy for all that.
So she sounds like a ball of fire.
Oh,
She's a lot of fun. All right. Well, I'm still recovering from whatever this thing is that I have that my body is not liking. And so it has been a challenge, continues to be a challenge. I have additional testing next week. And there might be more going on than I want to have going on. So we'll see
mm.
how that goes. Yeah. But we're going to push through. We're going to try and continue to make progress and focus on the right things and leave it at that. So, with that, I am going to turn it over to Miss Kelly to share with us the news on what's happening in the e-commerce space. So, Kelly, the floor is yours.
All right. Start with Etsy. Um, Etsy starting to add, they've added where you can add in weekends to your processing time. So if you want to include weekends to, if you make crafts and stuff or have handmade items and you want to add those to make it so that you ship out sooner, you can add that. They start add weekends to their processing time. But that change is, usually, it's a change like that. You have to opt out of it if you don't want to be in it. This, you have to opt into it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going across the board for everybody who sells on Etsy. It's just for those who want to add that in, for their buyers, to have a quicker turnaround time, especially on handmade items. They're also expanding the make an offer feature so that shoppers can use that feature on handmade goods as well as for vintage goods. And there's been a lot of pushback on it because of that, because, handmade goods, you have to factor in all the cost of the supplies. that the artisan make uses to make these items, their handmade goods, and the time it takes, and then they had to factor in all this other stuff, and then they want have these people try to undercut their what they decide their items are worth because of the time and stuff. Just the people are like, it takes me 5 hours to make this one piece, and I don't want. Yeah, and then it cost me this much because of all the supplies, and I don't need to be having my stuff, you know, prices cut down because someone wants to find a bargain.
Mm. Yeah.
So a lot of the handmade people are not happy with these deals. It's not. I
And we
wouldn't
talk
be
about
either.
my price is my price all the time.
Hmm.
We say that all the time. But
Yeah, my
anyway,
price is my price. Eventually, but I'm not making these things, so the
yeah.
things I sell, is what I find. But if it's something I made and poured my heart into, and then someone to be like, "Oh, can I have pay $5 for it?" I'm sure it's only worth $5, and you're like, "No," you know.
Yeah. I get it.
With eBay's opening their vault, where collectors can store stuff. They're opening it up to trading cards worth $250 and more, that the collectors can put in their personal collection just to keep it safe. So that way, it's in one place and you don't have to worry about it. You're losing your, you know, collectors, trading cards, your, stuff like that, say to like a house fire or earthquake or. So they're opening the vault for trading cards. They also have taken the promoted listing advanced ads out of beta testing. So this is the advanced ads, which is a CPC kind of ad, which is a cost per click.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put your item on just a regular ad, it's just if the someone clicks on it and buys it, then you pay that extra fee. This is
Mm-hmm.
just you get charged whenever someone clicks on your ad. So you can have some 5-year-old kids who's going click 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 on your ad, and you're going and
CPC
your
is going
cost is going
bananas. Yep.
because
Yep.
yeah. So
They don't care.
I never like CPC ads. I want if I was gonna do the ad, I was gonna I want a guarantee that someone's gonna click and get a sale,
Yeah.
not maybe. Um, but eBay states that sellers see a 40% increase in items sold with advanced compared to non-promoted items. But never. Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless you were able to, say, I'll do that and my budget is $5 a day.
Then,
Yeah.
yeah, then you're gonna do it. I understand. Trust
But
me,
I
I rarely do any of the paid ad stuff. Rarely, so I agree.
yeah, there's so many different ways you can
Drive
get free
traffic.
traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Amazon, they had laid off some of their employees in their pharmacy unit. So Amazon's starting to feel the pressure of the economy and having to lay off employees.
They just
Uh,
started that pharmacy unit in the last. God, I remember it was like at least a year ago.
hmm
It's a
I
new
guess
unit
they're just
anyway.
not seeing the response they want from it. I mean, I don't know.
They will
I just
eventually. I feel like they will eventually, but yeah, yeah, it'll be all right though.
hmm
I think they will eventually.
But Amazon they had Amazon Prime this last week. I bought something for me, and my husband bought him something. on Prime Day. So we did a little. It's like we usually don't really shop, but I was looking for a tablet. So I was able to get me a good tablet. Not, and it was a name brand tablet. I'm not getting some no name tablet.
Hmm.
It has, because my husband's the kind of techie person. I'm like, so which tablet should I get? I want to stay under this price, and I need something that does this, this, and this. And so he was able to say, well, you want either this kind of brand or this brand, because there was no, we don't do iPads, because iPads, I'm like, I am not paying that much money for something. No. And we don't do Apple products in our house. So, but they touted the biggest Prime Day as in the U.S. sales. They hit $12.7 billion in
Yeah.
sales. So a lot of people, a lot of Amazon sellers were happy to see that nice spike in sales.
Hmm.
In the post office, the U.S. Post Office, this is the week they rolled out that ground advantage. I did ship a few things with that this week. I'm still trying to figure out eBay. eBay's like, I think you have to. I thought it just automatically switched all your stuff to Ground Advantage, but now it looks like I have to go back and change all my stuff. I really have to change that. How many listings that are uh first class to Ground Advantage by manually? So I'm like,
Yeah, I did a couple of shipments on Saturday, and I was like I was in the back office going, okay, I think this is right. So you know that you're not alone.
all right. But the post office states they're ready to handle the extra volume should UPS workers go on strike later. So the UPS strike workers are starting to, get mad about something. They want to strike. I know that, I've heard reports of UPS drivers having heat strokes. And I heard I think one gentleman even passed away because they're driving around in their trucks and they don't have AC or nothing. And, the weather, I mean, it's over 100 degrees the last few days here. My husband's complaining about my car, the air conditioner not being cold. I'm like, it's 100 degrees. It takes a minute for it to cool down.
Yeah, unless you got tinted windows, and even with that, like you got to have some
Hmm.
kind of reflector on your windows just so it doesn't heat the inside of the car. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, if we're driving somewhere and it's only 10 minutes away, it's probably not going to start getting cold till we get to the place.
that's true.
So, but that's all the news I really saw.
Okay, all right. Well, you and I have some similar news, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Um, give me just a second. All right, I think. All right. I always have a challenge with this thing. All right, here we go. Okay, so of course I do all the pop-ups early, so we're gonna have to clear some messages. But the first one is this one's actually an older one, and I don't know how I missed it before. So it is about Walgreens closing 450 locations. It was on CNN, so it comes to us from CNN, and that's a lot of locations. It says 450 in the headline, but the article says 150. So I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of locations that are closing for Walgreens. And again, this is an older article. It's from June the 30th. So you can go into CNN Business and take a look at it. Yeah, I keep saying 150. So the headline is wrong. But they're going to be closing them by the end of the fiscal year of 2024. So if you have a Walgreens that's closing in your area, they may actually ship this stuff to other locations, or it may be discounted online. One of the great sourcing places is Walgreens, and yes, you can source online. We have sourced online before, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you have a Walgreens card, you can increase your ROI. So don't overlook the opportunity to do that. So again, that's that article. The next article comes to us. Why do I have Walgreens twice?
Mhm.
I think it clicked twice, so there was obviously supposed to be a different article. Okay, so this article, yeah, I got Walgreens twice, but it shouldn't be that way. So I'll figure out which article I'm missing. So this article comes to us from CNN Business, and it's about Prime Day was the biggest in company history, as Kelly said before. Consumers spent 12.7 billion. Wow, the 11th and the 12th. That's a 6.1% jump from a year ago. Now, here's the deal. I try to put a little bit of this in perspective. We know that this is 2023. So in 2022, they were a little concerned that Prime Day wasn't as hopping in 2022 as it was in 2021. There was a bump in Prime Day sales in 2021 for sure. And in 2020, remember, they moved Prime Day to October. So all of those, and trying to compare 2021 to 2022 was not a good gauge. I think if you kind of average it out between 2021, 2022, and 2023, it's probably pretty consistent. It's just that 2022 just took a little bit of a dip. So it makes 2023's numbers look a little bit bigger. I I still think, people are still going to buy on Prime Day. And I'm confident that Walmart and Target all got a bump in their sales. So we'll have those numbers hopefully in our next episode or our next podcast. But you can check this out. And for those people that are doing, selling on Amazon, but also those Amazon influencers, like they all saw a spike. They will all see a spike in their payouts. The payout is normally about 30 days out. So, yeah, they're all going to see a spike 30 to 45 to 60 days out. So, congratulations to all of you because your payout in August and September is going to be nice because of Prime Day. Um, so, yeah, check out this article from CNN Business. What were we going to say, Kelly?
No.
Oh, okay. Then the next article, it's not an article. I just wanted to remind everybody about ASD. ASD is happening August the 20th through the 23rd. I think there was a couple of times Kelly and I have pointed out a couple of the upcoming workshops and things like that. And so I just wanted to remind everybody about um, ASD, and it's in Vegas, of course. It's an opportunity for you to be able to, go through vendor booths and, find products, vet products, touch products. Selling products online is always great, but being able to physically touch them is even better. So, being able to check out what is available, what's hot, what they perceive as hot is great. And ASD actually does happen twice a year. So, you could put it on your calendar for the beginning of next year and check out what's happening with ASD then. So, it's typically free to sign up if you're a seller, and it is pretty big. So, put on some comfortable walking shoes. Put on some very, 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 very comfortable walking shoes. All right. And I think like that was the biggest thing. Okay. Then the next article comes to us from Reuters. It's talking about the UPS strike. And so the one thing that if you're a seller that you need to be prepared for is that this may impact your sales. It may impact what's happening in your business. So you want to be mindful of this, not necessarily straying away from using UPS as a shipper, but you know, if you have been using them for years and that's what you do, you just want to be prepared. I think the date that's listed in this article from Reuters is they get a deal signed by July 31st. So July 31st is when the union, the Teamsters, say that whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I just feel like there is a lot of striking going on right now. The writer's strike, actors strike, UPS strike, like all these different strikes. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So just be prepared, make adjustments. The next article comes to us from The Sun. This one actually caught me off guard. And again, trying to see if this number is right, but they're saying that Forever 21 is closing over 550 locations, abruptly closing. Okay. After filing for bankruptcy. I was like, all of them? So that's a lot of stores announced that it would shut down 200 stores. That was in 2019. And then I guess they're closing the rest of them. Again, you can check out this article from The Sun. I didn't find a lot of other articles about it, but I think this is very, I guess, interesting. I was not expecting them to shut down. So, and this was published on July the 12th. It hasn't come down. So it's by The Sun. You may or may not if you have a Forever 21 in any of your malls, because we've got a bunch of malls here in Texas. And so I haven't gone to the mall just to walk past it to see what's going on. But if they have a going out of business sale or a store closing sale or whatever, I would say take advantage of it because they're going to have some great deals on clothes. They are very, very popular. And some of those you can probably resell back on what's that platform, Kelly? Depop? Is that what it is? Like
Yeah.
some stuff you could probably resell back on Depop. So if you have a store and you actually have the ability to go into the store, I say you check it out. We'll see. All right. So the next article comes to us from Footwear News. And so Crocs is suing its competitor, saying that it's a knockoff. Very interesting about this article because, for some of us, if we have created a product, we got a trademark, all of this other stuff, like, you can sue people for that. But this may mean that if whoever the knockoff is, if they lose, then, they're going to have to stop selling those or get rid of that inventory or whatever the case may be. Who knows how that's going to play out? Maybe you could resell them on another platform to get rid of that inventory if they're going to be forced to shut down. But Crocs is suing one of its competitors. So word to the wise: one, don't get yourself in a situation where you're selling something and there's a trademark on it, and somebody's going to come after you with it has deeper pockets and larger paid attorneys than you. So don't put yourself in that situation. And two, be on the lookout. There might be some knockoffs that show up out in the liquidation space, and maybe you can resell them. I don't know. Sell them at your local flea market or we have a Traders Village. I think Kelly, you guys have a Traders Village in Houston as well, or near Houston. So
I don't ever go down to Houston. I don't drive down there. That traffic's too crazy.
it's too, yeah, well, it's too far probably too. So there was a couple of other articles, but I can't find the other one, so we will move on from there. But yeah, hopefully you all took advantage of some of the deals from uh, Prime Day, and maybe use it as an opportunity to stock up on some inventory. Who knows? All right. So with that, we are going to transition over to the e-commerce tips. All right. So today's topic, again, this is the Account Sellers Podcast, and today's topic is 7 live stream selling platforms. Now, this is not all of the live stream selling platforms. There are several of them, but this is just 7 of them that we pulled out. Some of these Kelly and I know about, are aware of, and maybe have dabbled a little bit in them, and some of them we don't know anything about.
Mhm.
So just be prepared for that. But as I said at the beginning, it's an opportunity for you to potentially get rid of inventory, depending on what it is that you sell and what that platform allows you to be able to showcase and sell. So if you're looking for another platform to get eyeballs on products that you're trying to get rid of, or products maybe you have dead inventory or things that were returned to you or whatever the case may be, these might be viable opportunities to get rid of this inventory because these platforms are not unheard of. So with that, I'll let Kelly start with the first one.
So Amazon Live, Poshmark has live shows, Shopify Live, WooCommerce Live. The only one I know about is Poshmark. And I've only been in the one Poshmark live showing. I was in there for like 2 minutes because I knew the guy who was running the live. That's about it. That's all I know. I don't know how they do the shipping. I don't know any of that stuff. I didn't know Amazon was doing live. Sound like everyone's jumping on the bit on the jump on the wagon after Whatnot came out. So you know, I just don't think lives are a good thing. So
Kelly's not a fan of the lives. I actually am sort of interested in them, but Amazon's been doing lives for a long, 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 long time. Actually, Amazon was doing lives before like Comments Sold and some of these others came out. It's just not a lot of people were paying attention to them. It was on their main page, and so you would see it on their main page. If you scroll down far enough, you could see the
uh,
lives. But yeah, they've been doing them for years. So yeah, the platform that you sell on may actually have a live option, a live plugin, or a live feature. So if you're selling on Shopify, I know that Shopify has a live option, and WooCommerce has a live plugin, and Amazon Live is mainly for those people who are under brand registry, and so you can do Amazon Lives. And of course, Poshmark, you can sign up to be a seller and do a live on Poshmark. The next one is our social media platforms. YouTube Live. People sell through YouTube Live, Instagram Live, TikTok Live, Facebook Live. Facebook Lives are still a popular thing. Every once in a while, I'll see feeds going for Facebook Live, people selling stuff, especially that paparazzi. That one just all the time. Like, I'm like, okay.
yeah, I remember seeing what I'm making pearls or whatever. I'm like, really?
Not saying it's a bad thing, guys. It's just not something I'm used to seeing all the time. But people do check it out. If people are on Facebook, they get a notification sometimes that so and so is live, especially if you like their page, it'll notify you. And then you can go and check out what it is that they're broadcasting. So, um, these are some of the options. Again, we're not giving you a 100% inclusive list. I will tell you that TikTok Live probably sells the most. I hear the most stories about people selling stuff on TikTok and making a boatload of money. And then second place, I feel like Instagram is in second place. And so again, all of these platforms, if you built an audience, why not? I say
I
go for it.
know YouTube auctions. I know a lot of there are some sellers I know that do YouTube auctions. They're the ones that buy the storage lockers that get that get auctioned off, and then they go through the storage auction. I guess they the storage locker, and they take out what the some of them like bundle same stuff together, and they auction it off to other resellers.
Yeah,
So there's that way,
there you
and
go. So
that's their premise of their whole business. They might have a small eBay uh store on the side if they find some really good stuff, but most of the time they just want that to go in and out, and don't want to deal with all the stuff, so they just quickly load it off while using the YouTube auctions or whatnot and such.
there you go. So again, these are all opportunities for you to get rid of inventory. You might just go to some of those platforms and just see what they're doing, see what the qualifications are, if there are any qualifications like for YouTube lives, like there might be some specific things, or Amazon, which ones we listed before. But outside of that, it's just another way for you to get rid of inventory or sell some products. So, and it also may be a great way to sell some products, even if as an affiliate. So, we don't always have to be selling our own physical products. It could be affiliate opportunities as well. It's like your own personal home shopping network.
Your own personal QVC.
There you go. All right. This was yours, Kelly.
Whatnot. This is the one I know the most about because I know several sellers I'm friends with that do this. Um, but I know you have to you can't just sell a random mix of anything. You have to have a show that's like this show I'm making is going to be on vintage t-shirts, and all you can do is vintage t-shirts, or this one's going to be trading cards, or I'm doing baseball cards, or I'm doing hats, or I'm doing toys. On and you have to be approved to sell in there. You can't just sign up and sell, automatically sell. They have to approve you. So you have to be like vetted and everything. So it's not just jump in and be able to sell. And I know their shipping was kind of crazy. I couldn't understand because I get, not me not being a seller, I don't understand it. But I was trying to understand it from other sellers, and I was like, I don't know about that. So
Yeah, so if you decide or you're interested in selling on this platform, you probably want to go do a little bit of research just to make sure that there isn't something that you need to either qualify for, know about, or do differently to be able to sell. So I know of it as an auction platform as well. And so, again, selling certain things, bidding on products. The next one is Comment Sold. Seen this one for a while. I feel like this one came out around the same time as Amazon Live. So it's been around for a while. It's a live shopping platform, and it allows sellers to connect with their customers. So Comment Sold, you can go and see if they're what their qualifications are and the types of things that are sold there, and if there's anything that you need to keep in mind in order to be able to do live selling. Again, live selling is not for everybody. You got to have charisma, personality, probably a clean workspace.
uh, and I just think it just tears down to any profit that someone could sell stuff, because people know they get cheaper off of these live selling things instead of the higher profit you can get off of your regular sites.
Well, I mean, and if you are able to, let's say you get a shipping container and you're able to get it for like rock bottom prices, like everything in there by the time you break down the cost of each individual thing is like 85 cents. Selling it on one of these live shows, I mean, you literally would make your money back probably after a few hundred sales if you bought an entire shipping container. So, oh,
Yeah, but then say if you're selling something. Sorry, my dog's going crazy.
that's okay.
You're selling something that usually sells for, I don't know, $40, and because you have so many of them, now you're able to sell them for 20, and now everyone expects that everyone else to sell them for 20. That
Yeah,
just drives everyone else's profits down.
that's only if those people are on these platforms seeing these deals.
Yeah.
That's only if that is. All right, go ahead, Kelly.
Top Shop Live. That's all I know. I had no clue. I'd never even heard of it.
All right, it's also another live selling platform. So again, it allows you to sell through your social media channels. I feel like when I looked at it, it felt a little bit similar to like Poshmart's live feature functionality, whatever. So it's social selling, pretty much another form of social selling, based on what I could see and understand about it. So again, if you are doing affiliate marketing or you're an influencer, some of these platforms are going to be perfect for you. The next one is Shop Shops. So again, another live selling platform. Most of the customers they can buy through the app, and again, just another opportunity for you to sell certain products. You want to go and check out the platform, see what's available, what you can do, what you cannot do, make it a little bit easier on yourself.
Lively. Like I said, that's all I know.
They allow people to sell beauty and wellness products. So maybe you are selling beauty or wellness products. Maybe you're a beauty expert. Maybe you have beauty products that you sell. So this may or may not be a great platform for you to get rid of some of your products if you bought like a big lot of something. You might want to check it out, see what the qualifications are to be able to go live on those platforms if you're okay and comfortable with going live and being able to sell your products. So another opportunity. And the last one is ShopFlow. Again, another live selling streaming platform. And they also have a mobile app as well. The other thing about ShopFlow that I thought was interesting, just doing a little preliminary research, is that they have an AI feature that recommends products to your customers. Which AI, again, product recommendations, always good. So if you get a following, if you get a group of customers, it will do some recommendations to those customers based off of maybe what they've been viewing or their previous purchasing history and things like that, which is always helpful because it just makes it easier for you to target them based on what it is that you're selling. So these are just a handful of the platforms. Probably take a deeper dive into some of these platforms at another time. But we wanted you to know about them. Some of them may be easier to sell on than others, and some of them may be super easy to sell on. But if you're looking for another way to get rid of some inventory or to sell products or to get affiliate commissions, these are some of the great platforms that are available for live streaming. So I hope that you found this information helpful. I hope you share it out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the eCom Sellers podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us. We go live every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we can talk about e commerce news, tips, and more. So let us know in the comments what you would like for us to cover next time. So, with that, I wanted to let you know about the Side Hustle Summit. The Side Hustle Summit is happening this week, starting on Wednesday through Friday. We have some really great speakers that have committed to share some good information with you to help you on your journey. If you are, whether you're doing e commerce side hustle or whether you're doing something else, the Side Hustle Summit is just specifically designed to help you to be successful. So, here's a couple of the speakers. Angela Heath, I know that she's going to be talking about AI tools for books. So if any of you are book writers or want to be a book writer or want to use like KDP or other book selling platforms to maybe start a side hustle, you can use AI to help you to do the work where you don't have to do all the work, which is absolutely awesome. Then we have Renata Darden. She's going to be talking about mystery shopping. I'm so looking forward to her session. So, mystery shopping is another side hustle where you can use it to make some extra cash. And for some people, they let it be their full time gig. There are days where, she's cleared $200, $300 a day just by doing some of these mystery shops. And there are a variety of mystery shops. So, I'm not going to steal her thunder, but these are legitimate. She's been doing mystery shops since before her and my sons were born because they were both born in 2007. They are 1 week apart. We were pregnant at the same time. and, and so she has actually been doing mystery shops since before 2007, which is crazy. Then Anika Grandison is going to be talking about Shopify related side hustles you can do and do using Shopify or integrate with Shopify. And then I know that Derek is going to be talking about side hustles that are related to creating video and using video to help you to make money. So there's so many different topics that we're going to be covering. I want to encourage you to go register. You can sign up for the Side Hustle Summit. You can go to www.sidehustlesummit.net. Again, www.sidehustlesummit.net. Net. And again, it is Wednesday through Friday. So sign up for the Side Hustle Summit. And during the Side Hustle Summit, once you register, you'll be able to watch each one of this day's sessions absolutely free. So that's a great thing. And you'll be able to watch Wednesday session on Wednesday, Thursday session on Thursday, Friday session on Friday. But if you want to go back and watch any of the previous sessions, you're going to have to grab the All Access Pass. So we want to encourage you, once you have registered, go ahead and upgrade to the All Access Pass, giving you the opportunity to be able to take advantage of, the right now the all access pass price is low. The end date is that right? That is not right. I think it's Tuesday. It's not the 17th, it's the 18th. But anyway, grab your all access pass at the lower price, the 18th, and then the 19th, the price increases. So I apologize for the mistake. In addition to that, once you register, you're going to get a summit workbook and you'll be able to sign up for some of the summit giveaways. So go register for the Side Hustle Summit at www.sidehustlesummit.net. And the things that you're going to get as bonuses, let me just see real quick. The giveaways, there's a lot of them. 1,000 AI prompts, and this is not all of them. This is just a handful of them. 500 side hustles, 200 AI tools that we recommend, 500 businesses you can start this weekend, 200 AI side hustles. We have the Amazon 90-day planner, eBay 90-day planner, and Etsy 90-day planner workbooks. We have the physical 2023 and the PDF version of the 2024 that you can register to win. You can get the all access pass. So I just want to, since I'm still showing my screen, I'm going to go to sidehustlesummit.net real quick. And I'm going to just go ahead and plug in some information. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know whose info that is, but okay. I don't know
Mhm.
who that is. Okay. So we have some bonuses, and here's some of the bonuses. Um, okay. So the bonuses that you'll get once you grab the all access passes, we're going to give you a list of 100 AI prompts to maximize your results, 100 easy side hustles that you can start, 100 side hustles using AI. Again, you will get this list for sure. Whereas the other one with the giveaways, you have to register to potentially win. So you're also going to get 100 businesses you can start this weekend, 100 helpful AI tools, free and paid, eBay 90-day planner PDF, the 2024 e-commerce planner PDF, 200 arbitrage leads, including replenishables, 100 wholesale supplier list, 25 virtual assistant services list. You're also going to get 15 side. Oh, you're going to get the Side Hustle Summit videos. So you're going to get those of all the speakers. You're going to get a checklist on how to optimize your YouTube videos, 20 legitimate mystery shop companies, a Shopify step-by-step setup ebook, marketing mastery newsletter, the ultimate time management mastery ebook, a 1 year subscription access to Business 911, a vending machine proposal, an AI book, the book tools, which is, again, I think that's coming to us from Angela Heath, a 30-minute coaching call, and a 50% discount on the Successful Entrepreneur book. So all of those are what you get once you upgrade to the All Access Pass. You get that automatically when you upgrade. So go upgrade. So with that, let me just remove this, and there we go. So my name is Nicole Whitlock.
And I'm Kelly, the eCom Mom Ward.
This has been the eCom Sellers Podcast. We come to you every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we talk about e-commerce news, tips, and more. So tune in for another episode. Share this out with a friend. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we are going to say goodbye for now. Bye, y'all.
Bye.